guys, this is HO Trainlet, update 38. That's been done to layout. I'll show you that in a minute. But October 17th of last year, I started putting my first video on YouTube. I started my account then. But put my first videos on in October. Start my layout October 2nd of last year. Well, as of October 1st of this year, the layout has been remodeled. I know I just started it. It's been a year. Keep moving forward. Well, I kind of did something to it. Some of you guys might think I'm nuts. Some of you might think this is even cooler, but I'll let you decide for that yourself. So, if you got nothing nice to say about the layout on comments, please just don't write it. But if you guys have any ideas that can help me for this, please let me know. I'm looking for a lot of ideas. So, alright, well, let's get started. As you notice, there's no board. There's a lot of track and cork laying around. Tore up yards and everything. So, this is all staying the same, I'll tell you that right now. There might be just that upper level added to it. But this board will actually be cut in half. This half will stay here for tunnel and stuff, and this half will be turned into 2-foot section, straight track, part of the yard and stuff. So, but anyway, over here is the newest section of layout. Since this is 6 feet and 5 inches wide, this down there, this is kind of off with this, and I didn't want to cut into the bench work and move it over, so I'm just going to have the board the lift up bridge kind of slope over, and I'll curve my track. It's real for the track to curve out of the way of stuff, so that's what I'm going to do. I'll probably put like forest here along the edge or something. But so my double main line, start it down there, but I got to add my second track, and it'll curve over and come up to there. Got my coal yard going in. This will connect to those two tracks, and that switch will be added in to connect to the two switches back there, which lead to the coal mine loading building. This building is for northbound trains, and this one is for southbound trains. So, to haul coal. So you'll have coal moving at all times, unless it's Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, and that's when it's a week before Christmas, this whole room's going to be lit up in Christmas lights, and nothing will be running on schedules or anything. It'll just be a fun run around, do whatever you want week. So, and I'll do a lot of videos on. So, but all that connects down to this switch, so I got to add in. There's a crossover here. This was my control panel board. Now it looks like a normal layout board. So, but this track right here is going to be the empties track, where empty cars come in, get dropped off, then they swap them out for the loaded cars back here. Loaded's going here, and then a couple engines from the engine yard, which will be this whole board into that corner, and all here is the engine and car yard. Can hold 35 locomotives, but some engines will come out, hook up to those cars, take them wherever. So, but anyway, this corner wraps all the way around the engine yard. It's a wide sweeping corner, not for how the engine yard's set up. It's set up for my Automax, which is nice. So, never seen a home layout that can take Automax except for Bruce Freeman's, which is on YouTube. He's on his layout is under one of my favorite videos. So, but I know his could take it, but I don't think he has one. I don't know. But anyway, mainline 1 comes into a number 6. And the main line kind of shuffles over, comes into another number 6, which wraps into the engine yard, and the main line just goes around the engine yard. So, but this track, I want to keep this cork in. This is slanted for a reason. So I want to keep it like that, so I'm going to make this a maintenance away mow train siding. So got a lot of mow stuff, so I got to finish building my Jordan spreader, so that'll be on my mow train. So, but yeah. So we'll walk around here. There'll be a big aisle all the way up to that board right there. So always that will be filled in, and it'll come from that huge space down to a 2 foot. 2 foot will run all the way up to here, and then 1 foot into another 2 foot into the bridge. So, but yeah. We're putting a control panel here so I can look over the yard and everything, and then also be sitting here and look at this. We will have some tall facialing, but I'll be able to look down at it and run stuff. It's all mainly for the people that come down to see from the outside or walk in here and see this side. So this side's pretty much staging. That's why the yard's going over here, so they're staging and stuff. The main action's out on the other side and stuff. So anyway, let's talk about the yard quick. The yard holds 35 locomotives, plus it holds about 5 train cars in the car shop. So yeah, so we've got refueling tracks here, sanding tracks here, a roundhouse 6 stall, and then a couple outside staging, so for like outdoor maintenance and stuff. So which I thought was real cool. So this track right here, which will be here, will actually run out and come onto the other board for the yard. So once we get this board in and get the yard and get that set up how we want it, then we'll go ahead and add this track in, because we also got to add this board, which is half that. So, but yeah. So I just want to talk to you about 2 more things. Pine River Southern is almost going to be gone from my plans for the layout. Pine River Northern is kind of taking over my mind for my railroad. My dad's got so many decals, he doesn't want to get rid of them all. He wants to keep some for his Pine River Northern, but it's going to be cheaper for me just to use the Pine River Northern decals than use the buy myself Pine River Southern ones. So like this was supposed to be original Pine River Northern, so all those that were going to be Pine River Southern will be the Pine River Northern. So except for the Pine River Southern, I'm actually going to make a few decals of it. That will be a few freight engines for moving coal and stuff, a passenger train, a holiday train, which I'm still making, which is back there, and which will also be commuter trains. So another thing I'm going to start doing is making my Amtrak stamp trains. So I've actually seen that in real life. I don't remember, but I was 5. So, but I've got all this stuff that I'll show you in my next video from the stamp trains. So, alright, with that said, there's one last thing to talk about. I've got 3 Amtrak engines, and this is my 3rd one. It's really, really nice. It's a Bachmann one. But so are the other ones, or they're Walthers, 1 and 2. But I plan on installing DCC and sound into them. All my engines I want to have sound, so it's going to be a couple $100 just to get all of them up and running sound, but it'll be a few years. But yeah, so my 3 Amtrak units will have DCC and sound right away, and then I'll light up the passenger cars, add people and seats to them. So, but yeah, I got my whole Amtrak set. I've got my whole 3 Amtrak engines to pull the train. So that's all my. So, well, with that said, I'll let you guys go, And hope you like the layout update. And plans are from now on do weekly updates. So until next time, guys.